Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We're in conversation today with the lead stars of Adhura, which is going to be spooking you on Amazon Prime Video very, very soon. Welcome, Rasika Duggal and Ishwak Singh to NewsX.
Thank
So
you.
good to be here.
Rasika, let me begin with you first. What attracted you to this, to Adhura? It's, I think, a role and a premise, a genre which we haven't really seen you in. What was your reason to come on board?
Actually, exactly that. I was wanting to experiment with a new genre, and horror is not a genre that I consume as a viewer at all. I'm very spooked. The last horror film I watched was when I was 10 years old. So this for me was really, confronting your fears literally. and so the novelty of experimenting with a new genre was definitely one of the reasons. The second, honestly, was working with MA Entertainment again. I worked with them in the past, and it's always been a very lovely experience. They're very light-hearted about the way they work, and they get a lot of serious work done in spite of all the fun and the masti. So it's a sort of comfortable space. And I said, "Chalo." And also, I think Ananya's script was something that I was very impressed with. I thought that even if you take away the jump scares, even if you take away the thrill of a surprise, even if you take away the twist in the end, the story still holds, and it's a very, very moving story. And she's really very intelligently and very sensitively used the supernatural to say something about the society we live in, the way children interact with each other, the way adults interact with children, and of course a lot more. Also, Supriya, the character I play, she's a school counselor. She is one of those people who you look at and you feel like they really have it together and they're really solid, and they will be the person who in the moment of crisis will be the pillar of strength for everybody. But as it happens in life, you find out that everybody is dealing with their own grief, their own demons, and Supriya is no exception to that. So it's very interesting as an actor to play a character about whom a lot unravels later, and then as a viewer, hopefully and probably you go back and sort of revisit everything that she's done with a new and view it with a new lens. So that those were the few reasons to do the
Okay,
show.
Ishwak, let me put that to you. What did you think of the script when it came to you? What were your main reasons of doing Adhura?
Is Ishwak playing a
Uh,
video game?
no, just getting toying with the features, latest Zoom features.
I
Ah,
hope your phone is not spooking you today in this interview.
phone never spooks me. It's my alibi.
Okay.
It's my uh, biggest support system.
Yes.
Um, so for me, I think again, like Rasika said, pretty much everything. But I think it's always the writing, for me.
Mhm.
And I think I really, really believed in what it was. The genre was very exciting
Mhm.
because I'd done Rocket Boys, I'd done Patal Lok, and the two major shows. Actually, about to start Rocket Boys, but
Mhm.
um, I saw this as an opportunity to do a character, which was to play a character which was something. I mean, like this I'd never done before, and a genre which is again, you don't get to read a script which is based on which has the horror theme, horror
Yeah.
genre, which is so well etched out, which has layers, which is intertwined with which has a sort of a combination of disturbia and supernatural, and so
Mhm.
all intertwined so well. It was all of that, and the first reaction is not you. I can't really put it down, but I just knew that this is exciting. And then as
Mhm.
I went along, spent time with it, I was like, "This is great, man. There's like so much to do with this
Okay.
stuff."
Also, the genre, as you said, was new for you as well. Uh, but is it something you enjoy watching? Are you fond of watching horror or not really?
I jumped on the bandwagon pretty late, and thanks to Adura, because I had no choice. I was kind of I used to it used to make me uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And as a kid, I was very scared. I could never stand horror. But as I grew up, I started watching it. But yeah, I mean, it was again like, हाँ ठीक है यार, like see like a little bit of it. Let me just like, it would disturb me, so I'd be like, let's just avoid this. But now I've kind of, it's like, the lion's tasted blood, so I know what horror, the kind of excitement, why people are so crazy about it, because it's just the kind of excitement that you get, the thrill that you get by watching a good horror show, and the world that it deals with. Like, Adhura is not about jump scares. It's about pretty much throwing you in a world where the rules of the underworld are at play. So for me, it was also, so for me, it was like, this is an opportunity, and that's what I did to prep for it. Also, I kind of read up on occult. I started talking to people about their supernatural experiences. Read some classic horror novels.
Yes.
And got uncomfortable initially, but over a period of time, by the end of it, now it doesn't affect me at all. Like, I'm on the other side of the fence.
Okay. Not quite for you, of course, Vasika, as you were telling us earlier, you get pretty spooked out easily. How was the experience though shooting it? I read somewhere that you were saying the atmosphere created was very eerie, and it kind of stayed with you even when you were off sets.
Well, while filming, it's hard to get spooked, because there's so much happening around you.
Because you have brave people like me who are there at your service, who will rescue you from the demons of the world.
I want to see how you will rescue me, Shvak, if a ghost comes.
Like I do in the show.
But there are so many people around, and largely my fear is inspired by being alone or being in the dark, and neither of those two are things that happen on set, even if you want it. So that's not scary. But yes, I mean, reading the script, I usually read my lines right before I go to bed, the lines for the next day, right before I go to bed. And I did that on 2-3 days, shoot days for Adhura, and I realized it was not a good idea at all. And that I had to shut my script at 5:30 in the evening, right before it gets dark. So those were things that I had to do, because otherwise it would have been very spooky for me. And, I don't mean it flippantly when I say I get spooked. It is an inconvenient problem, It's like you really have to then sort of, like if you're alone in the house, you have to switch on the light and sleep, and you wake up tired. Or if you're alone in the house, you're constantly like looking behind doors or checking the ceiling or something like that, or looking behind you. So I don't put myself in those situations, because these things sort of stay with me for a while. And I find it very inconvenient to sort of go about life thinking there's something going to pop up behind you all the time. So
but that's what's happening
behind you right now. What is that? Is that a...
Please. I can see it on screen.
No, sorry. I just felt like there was something moved. Are you sure?
100%.
No.
I can feel it.
The curtain. No, but obviously, it looks like a very, very well made, show. At least that's what we can gauge from the trailer. So I'm sure, viewers will be very excited to watch it. We're going to leave it at that. My thanks to both of you for joining us on this interview, and wish you all the very best for Adhura.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Uday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.